The Port Harcourt real estate market has so much in stock for you. The opportunities are enormous. Whether you are a seasoned investor or you are a regular investor, the market, the opportunity is out there for you. Starting from the beautiful houses you can buy, use for short-let apartments, you can buy for rental. Now, the Port Harcourt rental market needs sustainability. There are lots of people looking for houses for rent in Port Harcourt and they can't find one. The few ones that are available are really much expensive. So the rental market is left for just a few persons, causing monopoly. So if you come into Port Harcourt right now to develop properties and you want to put it for rent, be rest assured that you're going to have a lot of people renting your property because the market is there. Now, we also have houses you can buy used for shortlets. You have, lot of properties you can buy and do lot of other businesses. You can, buy some lands and do recreational center, leisure parks. These are some of the things that are lacking in Port Harcourt. Unlike Lagos, where you have lots of relaxation places, you just have just very few of that in Port Harcourt. So when you have such investment, people are going to patronize you and you're going to make so much money. Now in Port Harcourt, we have lots of developing suburbs like the likes of Eneka. You have the Airport Road, you have SARS Road, Elios. Now you can actually buy properties in these locations, and I tell you that in few years time you'll be making huge millions as returns. Okay, so you see that there is lots of opportunities for you in the real estate market, in the Port Harcourt real estate market. So all you need to do is just to send a DM, call the number showing on your screen, because right here at L Housing, we are here to help you, maximize your real estate investment and, make huge fortunes out of real estate, just as those of the early investors of Lagos have made huge fortunes right in the real estate market. Okay, so send a DM. Feel free, call the number showing on your screen. At L Housing, all we do is to sell genuine properties. We bring you the best of real estate and we'll be right there waiting for you. I believe you've seen the part one of this very video. I shared in details how people have made massive wealth through real estate, through investing in real estate right in the city of Lagos. How a lot of developers has emerged because Lagos has been doing real estate for a very long time, and how the government of Lagos State regulates the real estate practices and also give aids to the real estate companies, unlike Port Harcourt. Now you see that those clients who come to my DM and want to buy a house or property in Port Harcourt, and when I send houses that are available for sale in Port Harcourt, they send me videos of houses available for sale in Lagos, showing me how beautiful and wonderful the building looks and how it is relatively almost the same amount with that of Port Harcourt, that is not to be compared with that of Lagos. And when I ask them what's the location of this property, they tell me, remote areas of Lagos or places that are not highbrow areas. Unlike Port Harcourt, for example, you can see property in some areas of Lagos like Shango Tedo, okay, for below 200 million naira. Now Shango Tedo is a place in Lekki and not a highbrow area. But you see that in Port Harcourt, the most expensive location in Port Harcourt is the old GRA and the Peter Odile, the GRA as well. These are the most expensive locations in Port Harcourt. Now, in these locations, you can see magnificent, beautiful buildings for less than 200 million naira. Whereas in Lagos State, the most expensive locations like the Ikois, like the Banana Islands, you cannot see a beautiful property there for less than 1 billion naira. But when you come to Port Harcourt, you can see property below 200 million in the most expensive locations in Port Harcourt. What does that tell you? It tells you that there is need, there is demand for developers right in Port Harcourt. So if you have the money out there and you are willing to, develop and be a real estate developer or invest massively in real estate, the Port Harcourt real estate market is actually open for you because the market is there. You have the opportunity of owning prime properties in most expensive locations like the Peter Odile, like the OGRA, like the GRA, like the Ada George, and you can buy some plots and develop properties and become one of the biggest developers in Port Harcourt, just like we have some biggest developers in Lagos. Now, talking about population, the population of people in Rivers State is barely 8 million. And you know that with the economic growth and the sustainable development goals, also with what is happening in Port Harcourt recently and the Rivers State government is doing, which is the ring road and putting up the states in order, a lot of things are going to be happening in Port Harcourt, and a lot of investors are going to be coming into Port Harcourt in no time. So positioning yourself right now in investing right in the city of Port Harcourt is one of the best things you can do for yourself right now. Of course, they say where there is need, there is opportunity. So there is a lot of opportunity right now in the Port Harcourt real estate space, and I encourage you to come in right now and be a big player. Whether you are a seasoned investor or you are someone who just wants to buy a house to live or buy a place to stay, the Port Harcourt real estate market is actually open for you, and we at L Housing are right here to make that possible for you. Now, talking about Port Harcourt is a place that is rich in cultural heritage. Port Harcourt is the capital city of Rivers State, all right? And Port Harcourt is the number 3 most beautiful and largest cities in Nigeria. After you talk about Lagos, you talk about Abuja. The next biggest city in the entire Nigeria is Port Harcourt. So what does that tell you? It tells you that there is opportunity for you as an investor. There's opportunity for you as a real estate player. There is opportunity for you irrespective of the cadre you fall into. So right now is the best time to come into Port Harcourt and invest. Let me tell you something. The oldest real estate companies in Lagos have been on for over 30, 40 years. So imagine those that invested in Lagos 30 years ago. Would you compare them with those that are investing in Lagos right now? No way. This is the best time to invest in the city of Port Harcourt because the real estate sector in Port Harcourt is actually kicking off as we speak. So if you invest in Port Harcourt right now, invest big in Port Harcourt right now, you are definitely going to reap the rewards because the opportunity is green, the land is green for you to make as much as you can see. And right here on this channel, we are here to open your eyes on the beautiful aspects of Port Harcourt. Now let's look at lands for sale in Port Harcourt. You have a place like the Airport Road, a developing area. Now the locations around the airport are called the Aerotropolis, and the Airport Road in Port Harcourt is one of the places that is undeveloped. Look at all the big states. Look at Abuja, look at Lagos. Look at the airport roads in these two cities and see how bubbling and how expensive properties is around this area. Then come to Port Harcourt and look at the airport road in Port Harcourt. Now development is kicking off right in this location. I told us 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago about investing hugely on the airport road. Some of my clients right on this channel took the advice and bought some plots from some of our estates at 4 million naira, 4.5 million naira. I tell you today, those lands they bought few years ago are selling today for over 30 million naira. Now this is an opportunity for you to acquire properties, landed properties on the airport road. Even if you are not building on it right now, you can just buy these lands and leave them for now. After a certain period of time, you can resell this land or develop it. Now, we saw one of the big developers in Lagos State, which is Matthew Ashimolowo, okay, the founder of the KICC Church. He owns one of the biggest estates where he employed expatriates to come work right in his estate at Ibejuleke. And guess what? This land that he's using to do this estate was bought several years ago, almost 30 years ago. So you see that when you buy lands today, you must not use those lands today. Imagine how much he bought those lands where he's using to do that particular estate. Now you can as well do the same. See, real estate is a tried and trusted way to multiply wealth. People have become wealthy overnight just by investing in real estate. And real estate sector right in Nigeria is booming. Real estate is a new oil and gas. And I encourage you right this minute to invest in real estate, because you are going to reap great rewards. The shortlet market is in Port Harcourt right now, and just a few persons are in it. So it's an opportunity for you to come into Port Harcourt to do the shortlet market, and you are going to make good returns. So you see that the opportunities you see right there in Lagos also are here in Port Harcourt. It's just about you seeing these opportunities and keying into it, and you are going to make massive returns. Some of my clients bought some plots of land from me at Sans Road for 5 million naira. Some bought for 3.5 million naira. Some bought for 7 million naira. Some bought for 7.5 million naira. Some bought for 10 million naira. Those who bought late, which was 2023. Okay, but today these are estates. It is right on this channel. A plot in this estate sells for 50 million naira, some 45 million naira on distress sale. So you see that in Port Harcourt, people are also making good money from real estate, in real estate. Now, in the next 10 years, the Port Harcourt real estate market is going to be from here up to here. So this is the best time for you to actually invest in Port Harcourt. So before you send me house in Lagos for sale, analyzing it with the house in Port Harcourt, consider the location. Now let's look at our Go Town estate right here in Port Harcourt. If Go Town estate was to be in Lagos, it would be in a place like Lekki Phase 1. It's going to be an estate like the Pinnock estate. It's going to be an estate like, you know, one of the best estates, upcoming estates in Lagos. And of course, you know how much it's going to worth. But do you know what? At Go Town estate today, you can still buy a plot of land for 60 million naira in the Phase 2. And you can still buy houses in Go Town estate for less than 100 million naira, which is a shell unit. So you see that investing in Port Harcourt right now is one of the best things you can do, because the Port Harcourt real estate market is just kicking off. And when you come in right now, you are going to reap massive rewards. My name is Michelle. Of course, you know that I'm that real estate consultant that brings you the very best of real estate. My goal is to help you actualize your wealth goals. My goal is to help you invest in real estate. My goal is to help you retire young and wealthy. If this is your first time watching our video, you're highly welcome. Kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell notification so you are the first to be notified when we post our next video. And do not forget to give this video a like. I told us in the part 1 of this video how people come to me from different parts of the world wanting to buy a property in Port Harcourt, wanting to buy a house in Port Harcourt. And when I send them the houses are available for sale, they send another video for me of houses available for sale in Lagos, comparing how beautiful, magnificent, and nice the houses in Lagos is over to the houses that are for sale in Port Harcourt, and we were looking at the pros, the advantages the Lagos State developers have over Port Harcourt. We saw that in Lagos we have over 15 million persons, and this is an advantage over Port Harcourt, as Port Harcourt has only but barely 8 million persons. So you see that when developers spend huge amount of money investing in real estate, developing powerful, mighty properties, the market is there. They don't look for people to rent or buy those properties, because any amount you call, there are people to actually buy those properties in Lagos, unlike Port Harcourt, where developers struggle to sell the ones they are able to build, right? We also saw that in Lagos State, the developers there are people who have made money. Most of the developers are big time developers, they are billionaire developers, right? Unlike Port Harcourt, where we have people who are just starting real estate, we have people who have barely made money from real estate, but people who want to contribute their quota to real estate. We saw that in Lagos, real estate companies, the oldest real estate companies are over 30 years and counting. Imagine those who invested in Ikoyi when Ikoyi was less than ₦1 million. Imagine those who invested in Lekki Phase 1 when it was less than 200,000 naira. One of my clients who bought some properties right in some of our estates in Port Harcourt told me how he bought some properties in Lekki for relatively very low amount, less than ₦1 million. And in no time, because of development, government project, and everything that happens in Lagos, the area blew up, and he sold those properties way over 70 million naira for each plot. And he used the money to build a school in Lagos and also build houses here in Port Harcourt. He has lots of houses in Port Harcourt just from singular investment he made right in Lagos. He bought some plots right in Lekki, and he was also even regretting selling his land as at that time, because if he had left those lands by now, he would have been selling some of them for way over 500 million naira because of the location those properties were. And here is L Housing. On this channel, we help you see the beauty of Port Harcourt. We help you invest your money through real estate so you don't have to work all the days of your life. We help you see how well you can maximize your real estate investments and position yourself for massive success. We help you invest right in real estate. So if you found this video helpful, do well to give this video a like, drop a comment, subscribe to this channel if you've not done so, and ensure you turn on the bell notification. Do you know that in Port Harcourt, one of the favorite sports is wrestling? Imagine having a leisure park in Port Harcourt. Imagine building a place where people can wrestle in Port Harcourt and people come to pay to wrestle there. That is one of the big businesses you can do right in Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt is rich in cultural heritage. Port Harcourt is a safe place. Port Harcourt is one of the most amazing places you can live. And Port Harcourt is not as big as Lagos. Port Harcourt is a small town. You can literally drive around Port Harcourt in hours. So you see that this is an opportunity for you to come into Port Harcourt and still get hold of one of the best locations right in Port Harcourt, and also invest in the emerging cities, in the emerging locations of Port Harcourt.